that Cade's the man. Like, Cade is not only the face of the Pistons, he's essentially the face of Detroit right now.
Yeah.
Like, he was walking around Birmingham the other day, and just a swarm of people were around him. Everywhere he goes to Comerica Park. You know, Nick Lundy hunts him down and finds him. And, like, honestly, we haven't had that type of face and that type of presence here in a very, very long time. Stafford was the face of the Lions, but the personality, like, didn't embody the city, right?
He didn't have one. It was like...
Right.
Yeah, he sheltered it. And now all of a sudden he goes to L.A., he's fucking doing every interview. He's Mr. Personality. He's on national TV doing them. Like, what the hell?
Right. But even when we had, like, the going to work Pistons, that was a team, right?
Yeah.
There was really no one guy that was leading that operation and no one guy that was the face. I guess Ben Wallace is probably the closest because everybody had the froze on, the armbands and stuff like that. But people are going to emulate Cade in so many ways. Like those buffs that we've been giving away on our social media, and we'll give away another pair of buff-like sunglasses today. So make sure you're following us at Woodward Sports. But those are going to become like the symbol. And, you know, his presence and the way he talks. Like, I love that this guy is the face of Detroit right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like a name to say, you know, would be the face of Detroit other than him.
Sue was a little bit back in the day.
We're talking like right now, though.
Yeah.
I can't, even though he hasn't touched the court yet, I think you're actually right. He's the kind of the face of Detroit sports right now.
Let's see. If we look at the Tigers, you got Casey Mize.
Yeah.
Mize could be the face, but Cabrera's still the face of the Tigers, essentially.
And not everybody loves baseball like they do basketball and football either.
Right. And hockey, Larkin is kind of the face, but really Stevie Y is the face.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Larkin was a hot commodity. He kind of took a step back from like that. People aren't as in love with him as they used to be, I feel like.
I mean, we love him. He's a hometown boy from Waterford. Like, you can't not love the guy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, he's not transcendent like Cade.
Who is the face of the Lions, would you say? He's kind of up in the air right now, huh?
Right now, Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
I mean,
athlete-wise, it's got to be Cade. Face of Detroit. He hasn't even touched the court yet. That's crazy.
Right.
That's
you
crazy.
think about that. Like, if Detroit had a Mount Rushmore right now, Cade would be the number one guy you put on it.
Yeah.
Miggy a little bit here.
I just said Miggy. He's the face of the Tigers.
Okay, but like someone that hasn't even played yet versus
that's good. No,
a legend that's been here.
Right, but
see, we have two people who didn't even think of it though. So is he really?
The buzz around Miggy right now is not the buzz that's around Cade. Like Cade's the new shiny toy in town.
He's got a little bit though. We've got the Mickey Miles up there.
Yep.
And,
Yeah.
I mean.
No, I agree.
He's
He's on Mount Rushmore. He definitely is.
He's on there.
He's on there. But right now, Cade is everything to this city.
Yeah.
If in the chat,
I really hope it pans out because that would be embarrassing.
Oh my God, we're all gonna feel like that.
Could you imagine?
Especially us talking him over Miggy right now too. Like that would not age well at all.
Yeah, that is the worst part about having these conversations live and filmed. We could go back a year from now and know that. But the good news is, if you're right, you can always go back and clip it and be like, "Aha! Nailed it! Where were you on that one?"
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's how I feel about my Halliburton pick from last year when we were watching the draft
party.
Dude,
you did not let that go. I remember.
I'll never let it go because I was right about it.
Yeah.
Well, not right about it. We'll see what happens with Killian. We still like Killian.
For sure. Comment who you guys think's the face of Detroit sports right now. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, if we had to do Mount Rushmore of Detroit sports right now, who are you going to put in it? We're going to take some of your comments coming back next, but start thinking about it, start letting us know, and I want you to come up with two other names because right now we got Cade, we got Miggy.
Okay.
So who from hockey and who from football would be on your Mount Rushmore right now for Detroit sports? We'll talk about that next on Woodward Sports. So we were talking about the Pistons. We were talking about Kelly Olynyk, and then we got on Cade, and then we kind of evolved that into who's Detroit's Mount Rushmore of athletes right now.
Like
and
currently.
And so we got Cade for the Pistons, right? Yeah. We could check that off the list.
Okay.
We got Miggy for the Tigers. We could check that off the list because Mize really isn't there yet.
Yeah.
He should be the future
but
face.
I see where you're going with. Yeah. Mize definitely
He's
the
the
hot
young
star.
face.
Exactly.
The young face. But Miggy's Miggy, baby. Like,
exactly.
Miggy's the GOAT. I will never disrespect Miggy on this show. So who we talking football and who we talking hockey? Kennedy, do you got anybody that you want to add?
Yeah, give us your four sports.
Hockey, I would say Bertuzzi. Just because Bertuzzi has been a household name here for a long time.
Because of his dad, though, not necessarily him.
But he's still not. We don't have someone on the Red Wings right now that's like
a staple.
blowing my mind.
Yeah.
So for now, I would go Bertuzzi because it's a household name. He still like has that like aggression of like, this is Detroit hockey. He's got the missing teeth. He's got the look. You know what I mean? So like the face would be great for the Mount Rushmore of Detroit. And then football, I want it like, if he does well, I'm going to hold off on this, but I hope it becomes Jamal Williams because he cracks me up.
He's so funny.
And like just the personalities of Detroit sports, I think it all would align very well up there.
Are you on board with Cade as the face for the Pistons right now?
I am. I'm very on board. I loved what he said in all of his pressers thus far, and he's got the going to work mentality. So yeah, I think he's going to be great.
I seen a slogan actually come across Twitter last night. It was called this regime, or I guess I don't know what you call them. They're called the going back to work Pistons.
Going back to work.
Yeah.
After the layoff Pistons, like out of COVID Pistons going back to work.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I don't care what moniker you give these guys, as long as they play together as a team and as long as we get to watch some competitive and winning playoff basketball. Eventually they'll grow into their name and they'll get something like that, because when Detroit sports are at their best, when we're the bad boys, when we're going to work.
Monikers, always involved.
And it's always about hard work. It's always about being a badass. So I'm sure it'll come up. Like, like the Cade Crusaders is, that's the T-shirt that we got right now at woodwardsports.com that's selling like crazy.
Yeah.
Like everybody loves that Cade Crusader T-shirt. So maybe it's like Cade Crusader and the Gotham Knights or something like that. Like eventually, I'm just throwing that out there. Please don't hold me to that. All right, Easy. Who you got from football? Who you got from hockey on your Mount Rushmore?
Football outside of Dan Campbell, I think Kennedy's on the ball with this one. I think I'd say Jamal Williams. Just because, like, the personality he exuberates. Like, he's already been in national media, like, twice now from just saying goofy things, and he's raw. I mean, obviously, Goff's the quarterback, and he may take that spot, like, quickly. And obviously, Hawk's probably the best player you want to look at.
Yeah, there you go.
But, like, how many Hawkinson jerseys do you see, like, around town or at the games? Like, even though he's a stud, he's not really, like, embraced that way.
Well, you saw Jared Goff, top 50 jersey sales in the entire NFL.
Yeah.
It was wild to be Lions jerseys.
That means Lions fans are buying in low-key, too. It's just kind of
wild.
Yeah, you guys, I mean, maybe you got it like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to hold back. I'm going to hold back till we re-up him on another contract maybe. But, yeah, probably Jamal Williams football. NHL, Red Wings right now, I'll probably go Larkin just because he's still, like, the name, the guy. He said hometown kid, good-looking kid.
Yeah,
I hear from
captain.
Kennedy.
I mean, he's the captain.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, if you can't put the captain on Mount Rushmore, who are we putting on there?
Exactly.
So, yeah,
you?
for hockey, I'm definitely going Larkin.
Yeah.
To me, there aren't really many other choices that we can dive into right now. You hope some of these rookies that we drafted this year, and you hope – I would love to have a goalie as on Mount Rushmore for the Red Wings.
I like Nedeljkovic, man. I think he could be that guy.
Well, when we have good goalies, you win hockey games. Like, to me, hockey is a great sport, but a goalie swings a team so much further than any other position in any other sport.
Yeah, I think, was D-Mac say it's for the 3 keys to win a championship? I mean, he has 4 of them, so you would know. He says it's health, puck luck, and I think he says goaltending is the third one, if I'm not mistaken.
See, and I love D-Mac.
Yeah.
This is hockey town. But that's why hockey was never really, like, my favorite sport growing up. Because what did you just list? Luck?
Yeah.
Puck luck and a good goalie, right?
Yeah.
And, the Red Wings have run into John Sebastian Jaguar before. And, the Ducks were a shitty team, but their goalie was on fire and we couldn't score, even though we outshot them 70-10 in the game. Right, like I've seen that so many times, and it's hurt so many times in hockey to where you're the better team, you have the better team, but they have the better goalie.
Yeah,
and that means they're the better team. And that's what I don't like. And like you said, puck luck. How many game-changing, series-changing goals happen off a tip, happen off a deflection?
It's crazy shit to me. Yeah, when I see some of these goals, I'm like, there's no fucking way he meant to do that.
Right.
I'm like, what? There's no way.
But then when you got a guy like Thomas Holmstrom standing in front of the net that is really good like that, knows how to angle down the puck, you give him the credit because of their hand-eye coordination. What up, Art?
I'm going to do my best while holding this dick mic as best as I can. Some Corey Woods breaking news. Kenny Galladay's injured. He actually had to leave practice for the Giants. They're not saying what the actual injury is, but Tuesday Wednesday was the first team's first practice in full pads. On the first play of a 7-on-7 drill, Galladay dropped a pass from Daniel Jones, grabbed his left hamstring, left the field, and went inside with a trainer.
So most likely a hamstring injury, right?
Yeah, but it's just interesting. We've been talking about, Galladay and all this, and then he gets injured. So.
Well, not only that, Stafford got hurt yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't find that out till this morning.
Yeah, but Stafford,
yeah.
but real quick, Stafford only gets injured on days that end in Y, so that's not really. But Galladay getting injured, I mean, he's a powerful player. At least he was with the Lions, and injured. So
well, you know what that does for my dynasty fantasy team? It helps Kadarius Toney. I'll tell you that much. He's going to move on up the depth chart if Kenny Galladay is not playing. But no, Stafford yesterday in practice hurt his thumb that he had surgery on by throwing a pass and hitting it on the helmet of the guy in front of him.
Yeah.
So Stafford had to leave practice, and they don't know when he's going to throw again. And Galladay, obviously, like you said, pulled a hammy.
He hurt
his thumb.
And didn't Goff hurt his thumb when he was Conspiracy. I'm saying it right now. It's a thumb conspiracy.
Something about L.A. and them thumbs.
Wow, conspiracy.
So, yeah, okay, back to my Mount Rushmore. I need to get a football one in.
Yeah, I'm curious for this one. We got.
I like Hawkinson.
Yeah.
But Ragnow's our dude, man.
Yeah.
He's the face of our offensive line, which is going to be the strength of the team. So I got to go with Ragnow on this.
I could see that. I mean, he has his own show on YouTube.
Yep.
He's been on the hook, so he's super famous from that, clearly.
Right.
No, I can see Ragnow.
Yeah, Ragnow's the man. So, yeah, that's mine. I got Cade, I got Miggy, Ragnow, and then, of course, the captain.
Going through this exercise made me wonder, are we delusional as fans, because we're so high on these teams right now, but then we just try to name
we're like
we try to name a couple faces of the franchise. We're like, Miggy,
we're like the new guys
from a succession 5 years ago. I'm like,
Shit.
oh fuck, are we delusional a little bit?
A little bit,
we
but
haven't seen play yet.
But we're on the upswing, I mean.
That comes with the territory, of being a Lions fan. We just, we drink the Kool-Aid. That's what we do.
Hell yeah.
Last year, who would you have said for the Lions? Stafford?
Stafford for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not more sexy than Ragnow. I like big men.
You know who I think...
can we clip that?
I like big men. Especially you, Ragnow. Get in there, big sexy, and block for our new quarterback. Teach Penei Sewell how to handle the offensive line. Taylor Decker, get his ass in line.
That's what I was just going to say. That's the big man I think is sexy, is Taylor Decker.
Taylor Decker?
Taylor Decker.
It's the tattoos.
Yeah, it's the tattoos.
He's got some pretty sick
Even though
tattoos.
he's got an Ohio State tattoo on his arm?
She's an Ohio State
Hello?
fan, bro.
Who are
What?
we talking to?
Yeah, she grew up in Ohio.
Gross. That's the only thing I don't like about Taylor Decker is that stupid-ass tattoo on his arm.
Jeff
wow.
Okuda's from Ohio State, too.
Yeah, but he's not tatted up. He doesn't have an O on his neck or something. Even though with Okuda it would make sense because his name starts with an O. So I would give that a pass.
That's a good point.
I would give that one a pass. But, yeah. So that was who we would have on our Mount Rushmore of Detroit sports. If you guys got the 4 names you want, make sure you drop them in the chat right now. And coming up next, Matthew Stafford said he'd let down Detroit. Did you see this quote, Easy?
I did.
I thought it was an interesting quote. So we're going to talk about that coming up next. But you know what never lets you down? Our people at 8 Mile Vodka. That is where you need to go. Pick up the bottle at any of your local Meijer stores, and you can do it today. Or just go to your local watering hole and ask for 8 Mile by name. If they do not have it, they will order it for you, and it's a delicious cocktail. You can make anything. You want Bloody Marys? You do that. You want just some lemonade and some vodka, which I did over the weekend? That's a nice route, too. So it's 8 Mile Vodka. Pick it up today with Woodward Sports.
Bridge